Hi, my name is S.Strunk. This is for my advanced counseling skills class. And the goal of this session is to use solution-focused therapy. And this is going to be our first session. It's an introductory session where Daniel comes in with some problems with drinking. The techniques that I plan to use are the miracle question, scaling questions, the goal-oriented questions, and relationship-oriented questions. And that is it. We're going to start now. Hi, Danny. Welcome to therapy. My name's Sonia. I'm going to be your counselor throughout the next couple of weeks that we're together. I just want to kind of know what brings you in here today.
My drinking. It's getting a little out of control.
Well, I commend you for coming in here. That's a big step. It's a very big step in your life. You should feel proud of yourself for asking for help. That's a hard thing to do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's explore a little bit about this, about your drinking. How often are you drinking?
Every day.
Are you drinking a lot every day, or do you drinking?
As soon as I wake up.
Do you seem to wake up with detox, some shakes?
Yeah, shakes. As soon as I wake up, I need like 2 beers just to calm my shakes down, to make me feel normal.
Seems like that would be pretty hard for you in the mornings, without it.
Without it, yeah.
Do you have a job? Do you work?
I do, yeah.
Do you? So how is this affecting your work?
Well, as soon as I drink, I knock down the shakes and, put some gum in to cover the smell. Then I'm okay until about lunchtime. And then the whole time I'm just thinking about, drink that next drink. So it's not fun at all.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like it's not. Sounds like it would be sometimes pretty hard for you.
It is.
So again, like I said, it's a big step for you to come into therapy. It's a big step for you to want to ask for help and come here and do this. So, you should feel really good about yourself about making this step.
Well, hopefully it helps me. That's
Yeah.
what I'm looking for.
It sounds to me like you're pretty goal-oriented when it comes to this. You have a pretty clear idea of what you want to do, and you want to stop drinking.
Yeah, let's do it.
So that's a plus for this. So have you ever not drank? Has there ever been a time?
Up till I was about 13.
Okay. So it sounds like you started out at a pretty early age.
Early, yeah.
And you've been drinking ever since.
Ever since.
That sounds like this.
It's just progressed worse and worse.
So at the times between, when you're not working, let's look at when you're not working. How often are you drinking then?
As soon as I get off work, I drive through the drive-through and get a 12-pack of beer and go straight home and start drinking, watch a couple movies, and fall asleep and make sure I have my 2 beers in the morning and repeat the whole process over. So pretty much every day.
So it sounds like you're not very happy with the way your life is progressing right now.
Yeah, I'm not. It takes a lot of time that I think, that I could be doing other things than drinking that I wish I could do.
So on a scale of, say, 1 to 10, and 0 being the worst and 10 being the highest,
Mm-hmm.
how confident are you that you could stop drinking?
Like altogether, or?
Mm-hmm. What do you want to do? Do you want to stop drinking altogether?
Yeah, I do. I just didn't know like a time frame, like in a week or a year.
Eventually, no, just whenever.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would say my confidence level is probably about a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
So what is helping you? What do you think would help you to achieve this goal?
Well, therapy here. Hopefully that helps me. my daughter would be, that would be seeing her graduate and go off to college and things like that.
So it sounds like you guys have a pretty good relationship.
Yeah, we have a pretty good relationship.
Yeah. So it's important for her to not to see you sober.
Yeah, it would. I mean, she's always, saying things about it, and it just makes me a little upset and makes me want to drink a little more. But I know deep down I shouldn't, but it's just like talking about it now makes me want to drink a little bit,
So it sounds like you want to push down a lot of the feelings with the alcohol, so you don't have to feel what you're feeling. It's pretty hard.
Yeah, it's real hard. I cover a lot of things with drinking, so I don't have to face them.
So there's a lot of more deep-rooted issues that we could probably get into.
Okay. Yeah.
If that's something you're willing to do.
Well, definitely.
So you said you're in confidence levels at a 6.
Mm-hmm.
What would make this higher? What would make it go higher for you, to a higher number?
What would make it go higher?
Mm-hmm.
Just maybe if I had some kind of support, people supporting me. I really don't want to talk about with my family about it, I don't want, but in a sense I do, because I think they would support me, and that's probably what I need, is like a support system.
Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds like Danielle would be a very good support system for you.
Yeah, she's young. I mean, so she doesn't, she's doing her own thing and having fun. So, I mean, I don't know how supportive. I mean, she would want to see me sober, but I don't know about the supportive side,
So I think there's ways that we could discuss also as ways to increase this support for you. We could find other activities to get you involved in that would allow you to increase this support and get other people on your side. So people that are trying to achieve the same goal as you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So other than drinking, are there any goals that you have?
I mean, I would want to be more successful at work. I've always dreamt about, maybe running my own store. That would be something I would want to do.
So it sounds like that's something we can look for, you can achieve.
Okay.
But you would have to stop drinking, right? To achieve this goal.
Oh, definitely I would have to stop, yeah.
So it sounds like you're pretty positive in your work environment that you want to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the drinking is what's stopping you from doing this.
Right, yeah.
So you had mentioned earlier that you're drinking, you don't drink at work, you don't drink from those times. So what, is there anything that stops you from not drinking? Because you could very easily drink at work, but is there something that stops you in those 2 hours?
Well, having a job. I need the job, and I need to support, Danielle. So I just look at that like I need this job. So that's what I just keep thinking, is I need that paycheck.
So that is something that's working for you. So we can work from that. So you're using Danielle and your support of your job as a way not to drink. So we can build from that. So we can look at these 2 hours, these couple hours at work you're not drinking, maybe we can apply this to later on in the afternoon after you get off work. You know what I mean? Because you're doing something, it's working for you in those hours. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So imagine that after leaving here today and after going home and you're going to bed and you go through the night and you wake up the next morning and this drinking problem that you have is gone. So what do you think are going to be the first thing you notice in the morning to notice that this drinking problem is gone?
If it's gone completely and I'm recovered, the shakes. The fear of, just knowing that when I wake up, I have to have them 2 beers there. If I don't, then I get nervous, and if I ever forget, I have to go out in the middle of the night and get the 2 beers to knock the shakes down. So that would take a lot off anxiety, I guess you would say. To know that I could wake up, start my day off without having to worry about drinking, and going to a job and being successful, and being a successful father.
So it sounds like drinking gives you a lot of fear. The fear of
Yeah.
not having it, the fear of it not being there.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
So there's not having the shakes would be the first thing you notice in the morning. And what do you think that would feel like to you?
Not having the shakes, it would be amazing.
You think that would be a big relief off your back?
Oh, yeah.
Feel good to just wake up and go about your day?
Definitely, yeah.
So that's something we can work towards, and it seems to me like that's something that you're going to be able to accomplish. I really have a lot of confidence that you're going to be able to stop drinking.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I hope so.
You will. So let's talk one more thing about your who you said Danielle wasn't very important to you, and what do you think your relationship with her is going to look like when we're not drinking? When you're not drinking?
Well, I won't be going home getting with that 12-pack and sitting down and watching a football game. I'd spend it with her, so I would have more time with her, and that would be something I would like.
So do you think that spending this little bit of time with you, this is going to give you the strength that you know that you can do this to keep continuously doing it? So you go home from work one day and you don't buy that 12-pack, and you get a great night with Danielle, and the next day you wake up and you don't buy that 12-pack again. Do you think that's going to give you the motivation to get towards recovery?
I mean, eventually I would hope it would get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think like right now I would be able to do it, but eventually that would be a goal that I would like to achieve, of course.
Well, I'm very confident that you could do this. I'm very confident in you. So let's schedule another appointment for later on in the week, and at our next meeting we can talk more and more about helping you with this drinking problem. Until then, I would like for you to write down when you don't drink, like what at times you don't drink, and how that felt for you.
Like
and
a journal?
Yeah.
Okay.
And how that would feel for you not to drink, and what emotions are behind that. And we can discuss that, something we can bring back in our next session and talk about.
I can do that.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, Danny, it was very nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Bye.